It's recording now, so we're all good to go. We're starting right now. So if we want to maybe go and just start, if you guys want to introduce yourselves so people know voice to name and stuff like that, or face to name.
Sure. Yeah.
If you want to just go.
So my name is Connor Rowe. I'm going into fourth year mechanical engineering. I'm doing a bit of design for the project, as also logistics and general stuff like that.
I'm Will. I'm going into fourth year mining, and I guess my role in the project is sales and marketing and kind of the people stuff.
My name's Alex. I'm third year of commerce at Queen's here, and I handle all things web for Sparq.
Excellent. So you just mentioned the name. Nice slide into that of what exactly are you guys doing? So you're another QSI group,
Yes.
along like last time. What are you guys doing? Who wants to take over that and do kind of
All-encompassing
talk
question.
about that?
Yeah.
Just quick overview kind of what you're doing exactly, give the spiel.
Alright, so I guess I'll start right from the beginning. Basically, we're focusing on kind of the fragrance industry, and pretty much over the last 2 years, they've had a big problem moving online, because typically their sales have always been brick and mortar, but I mean, the trend is retail's moving online, and they don't know how to adapt to that because you can't really smell through the internet, right? And then on the other side of things, we found that our male consumers, they find it really, really hard to find fragrances. They don't like going to department stores. It's difficult. And the trend right now is a lot of people are moving towards personalized products and products that are more unique. So people are moving away from the typical brand name fragrances. So we combined all these problems and tried to come up with solutions. So we started Sparq. And basically, it's a subscription service where as a customer, you would sign up to our website, fill out a survey, and we've developed like an algorithm that determines which scents fit your scent profile. And then every single month we send out samplers that you get to try, and then we try to upsell full bottles when you find kind of the fragrances you really like. So you can buy the full bottle from our site.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Neat. Now, right off the bat, this reminds me of Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah, it's similar.
It's very similar. That was the first thing I thought when I saw it. So it's really cool that you guys are going for the subscription service.
Mm-hmm.
And how many cents generally do you get a month if you subscribe to this?
You get 3 cents, and they come in kind of the sampler vials. I mean, none of that package crap. You get the vials, and they last about 3 weeks.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the 3, and then you get just every month, as long as you have the subscription, you get 3 new scents kind of thing, and then hopefully with that you buy the ones that you really like when you kind of find the one that works for you kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's actually really cool because we understand that people's preferences change. I mean, based on the season and stuff, based on your mood, you're gonna like different things, right? Because smell is actually really closely linked to like your emotions. So pretty much at the end of every month, you get to rate the scents, and then based on how you rate them, it alters our algorithm, and we recalculate new scents for you. So we kind of evolve with how you change. So you wouldn't be getting the same things every month. You would constantly be getting different things that evolve to your tastes.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering that because I did like the survey kind of thing. I didn't go fully through with the subscription earlier.
Yeah.
But I was wondering that because it is a very simple, and which is nice. I mean, it's not some long thing, elaborate thing to fill out. It's just a very simple thing, but it's nice to know that kind of as you get new ones, and it'll change your tastes, and within your algorithm for your survey and stuff, it'll actually change which ones associate to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's supposed to be fun, so I mean, it'd be pretty boring to constantly get the same things.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, kind of kills the whole point of it, right?
Yeah.
So I also did your short survey where you kind of select scents for me, I guess, and I like Brent have not gone through with the full subscription, but we did do the survey. So I remember the one question, like, how would you describe yourself? And I clicked on the thinker with the color blue. I'm not sure if this is too in-depth of a question, but like from me identifying as a thinker and, I don't know, liking the color blue, what sort of things can you infer from that would help match scents for me?
Mm-hmm. I think with the thinker, that's mainly aquatic notes, right? Is that right?
It's partly the scents, and also we're trying to get a sense of what kind of brands you would be a match for as well. So each cologne itself it's not just the scent; it's also the kind of lifestyle that it captures. So we can kind of see your personality and how you kind of think, so that when we send you the cologne, it's not just something that's like completely out of your lifestyle, out of what's targeting your demographic.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it partly leads into scents, because for the thinker, you would probably like more aquatic notes, more fresh things. But mainly that's mostly for matching the brands to who you are.
Okay.
Yeah, and then for example, the reason I kind of remember why we put that in, it was we had a talk with someone and they were wondering, hey, like what if I really love this type of scent, and he's kind of like this rock kind of guy, and he's like, but what if that matches with like David Beckham cologne? Like I don't care if I like the smell, I'm just not going to put on this brand because it doesn't match with my lifestyle.
Good point.
So there's more than just the scent that we have to match with all the people. It has to be their lifestyle, it has to be their personality, and it's all got to fit together.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's cool that it.
Okay.
That's really cool, actually, that it matches up everything. It's not just about the smell and how that kind of goes. It's everything. Because I also saw that in it. You know, it has like how much you like a strong scent versus weak, and how affected you are to that. So it really comes into every kind of aspect of it.
Yeah.
Which is really nice to see.
Because like that's the whole fragrance industry, how they're trying to sell it is it's like a lifestyle. It's not just how it smells, it kind of encompasses who you are.
Yeah.
And we're trying to match certain scents to get a good read for that.
That's really cool. How many brands are you partnered up with? Because obviously you kind of have to have an agreement with the different brands and stuff like that, and the different companies out there. So how many groups are you paired up with, and are you kind of trying to expand that still and get more and more, I'm assuming, and how's that kind of working?
Right now we have 12 or 13.
Yeah, right now we have 13.
Yeah, we have 13, and we're just trying to target smaller niche brands right now. So niche is just a bit more unique. They don't sell it in every department store. They don't sell it on every online site. So they're harder to find. They're more unique. They have different scents that are more unique. So we're trying to partner with those guys first. We have individual agreements worked out with them. And then after that, once we have more proof of concept and such, we're going to start expanding, targeting the more higher end brands and whatnot.
Cool.
But at the same time, I'd just like to point out, like with a lot of these brands, they own like 10 to 12 cents.
Yeah.
So in terms of the actual products that we can send out, we have like 80.
Yeah.
So it's because 14 seems small.
it doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like a lot just saying, well, there's 13. But
Well, it's like partnering with
is.
Adidas or something. How many shoes do they make?
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe a little more limited for the scents, but same idea.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, that's one thing I was gonna say. That's funny because you brought it up. You guys should totally just work with researchers and figure out how to send scents over the internet.
I've been
Just,
waiting
like,
for that for
smell
a
it.
while.
Yeah,
It's funny because a lot of people have
smell
actually brought that up when we're like, we found a solution to selling online. It's like, wait, you found a way to send
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Not quite going
Not quite.
that far in depth yet. We got 2 engineers on the team. You guys are doing fine.
Yeah.
You should be good for that. Where do you guys see it? So you were saying, expanding out to greater number of groups and stuff. Is there any other kind of expansions you're hoping for in the future and things like that as it kind of goes forward? Or is that the big thing of just not only just getting your name out there to more people and stuff, but also bringing in more brands so that you have that larger selection and so that it can become more tailored kind of thing?
Yeah, in terms of expansion, definitely getting more brands and stuff, but I think right now we're kind of in the process of getting customers and getting a lot of validation.
What did you guys end up going with your packaging? Because I know that's more on a personal thing, but when you were coming into Sparq Labs and stuff, you guys were trying to figure out different ways of doing your packaging and stuff. How'd you end up? What did you end up going with that?
So I know we've obviously dealt a lot with you in terms of the packaging, but it started as a white box. And we thought that we'd just spray paint a black stencil, a tree on top of it, because that's our logo.
Yeah.
But that one didn't turn out too well. It just wasn't what we wanted. So next we moved on to black boxes with a white tree. And we had a cutout of another stencil, essentially, but it was supposed to be better. It wasn't really better. So right now we have packages coming in from China. We had to order just custom boxes. They are doing everything for us, so they'll be perfect on our end. But actually right now there's a lot of typhoons and flooding in China, So the mail truck couldn't get to our factory, so we're just delayed a bit with
Delayed a little bit on
the
that.
packaging. Yeah, but it should get here this week, and we're excited for that.
Nice. That's good to know you got something going, and have the right stuff coming in and everything like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed that you guys have kind of a supply chain going already, and that you already have partnered with 12 other companies. That's pretty impressive, and you still got like a month and a bit left to go before the end of your summer endeavor. Anyways, hopefully it continues. So I'm kind of interested how you link your website to buying your partner's products. Do you sell the product directly, or do you link to the partner's website in any way?
So initially, what we wanted to do was we wanted to link to their website, but there's just a bunch of logistical issues with that. So right now what we're doing is we sell on our website, and it's a drop ship. So we'd send over the purchase order, and then they would ship it out for us. But in the long term, we would eventually need to get a warehouse and inventory, because that gives us like a 20% boost in our margin. So it'd kind of be...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious about that.
Science Quest kids walking by. Adds a bit of background noise, I'm sure, to this recording.
It's busy in here.
Yeah.
And so Bren was talking about your packaging, and you finally settled on this design that's being manufactured out of country for you guys. Have you had any issues with packaging from your partners? How they're sending samples? Have you had issues with maybe how the samples look when compared to one another, like dimension-wise? What sort of logistical issues are you facing in that regard, if any?
There hasn't been too much of an issue, because the vials are a pretty standard size in industry, but pretty much what I've told them is, okay, let me see what you have already, and a lot of them have really, really simple vials.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell them kind of straight up, look, we're going to be putting you right next to your competitors in our box.
Okay.
So it gives them more incentive, and like, for example, Essential Alchemy, one of our companies, they actually rebranded their vial just for this program, because they know that if they want to be successful, they need to look better compared to their competitors. And that works in our favor, because now all of them are trying to create better vials, so it looks better overall.
Yeah, because it's hard, because you guys are trying to kind of create your marketing lifestyles, but you need to create your own kind of at the same time that encompasses a wide range of people. So I guess I was just very curious how you market, how you send these samples and how they're presented, because normally when people think of the sample, they're just like a cheap vial that they might pick up at the store, but yours comes in this ornate box, and you get different ones every month. So I was curious about that aspect. Glad to hear it's going well. It's kind of a minute detail, but I guess it would be important when you look at the entire package, nonetheless.
That's nice to hear, though, that the different brands, they're obviously interested in this, and they obviously see the value in it, and it speaks well to your idea, and it speaks well to those ideas that it seems like something that it's so unique, and it seems like, why didn't someone come up with this before? And really, and it's showing that the companies want this, and that they want to move on to the internet in a different way, and you guys are obviously helping with that branding of, you're kind of the middleman, helping them out a lot, and they can obviously see the worth in what you guys are doing. That's really good. How awesome does your office smell? Do you guys just have like
it smells pretty good.
Perfect, just perfumes in there?
It smells pretty good, yeah. We also have a locker upstairs, and whenever we open it just wafts out.
And the thing is, we need to like represent our brand now, so we always have to smell good.
Yeah.
Like, we can't be smelling bad ever.
Always have to, yeah. I also noted, I just want to note, people won't get this if they're just listening to it, but if they're watching, I like the kind of color hue that we have going on here, the nice transition of colors.
We do have a very odd little...
just a perfect kind of transition of colors.
Exactly.
You got the checker going on, which kind of throws it a little bit, but the colors still work.
That's why,
Cool.
Is there anything else you guys... So you guys are at scenttrunk.com, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then how much is a subscription? Is it a monthly payment process? How much is a subscription for a person?
So it's $15 a month to start, but we're starting to implement kind of like a first month discount to start, and we're also going to have a referral program. So if you're able to get any of your friends to join, you would get a month free, I think.
Yeah, if you wanted to start now, you could use the coupon code early5 before August 15th, and that'll get you $5 off your first month.
So there you go.
Sign
There we
me
go.
up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. All right. Yeah. Is there anything else you guys wanted to fit in about Scent Trunk or anything like that before we sign off? It's probably a good time. We're at 16 minutes now. I think we've hit everything we wanted to say. But if there's anything you guys want to kind of bring up and talk about,
I don't know. Can you guys think of anything?
got all the major plugs in there for the company and stuff like that.
Plugs.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
just about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Perfect. All right. We'll call it there. Thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks for
You know, this is a new thing we're trying to start up, so it's nice that you guys are willing to come on here, and hopefully we can keep it going. But yeah, so
Yeah.
thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks again. Nice to meet you all. It's really cool to hear about what you're doing. I really like the idea that something that is normally kind of expensive, you can get the samples first, try before you buy, because it's sorely lacking. So many people waste so much money on products they don't use.
Yeah.
So this is a much needed service.
There are far too many large bottles of cologne
Yeah.
still sitting in my apartment. I've used it. That smells really good. I'll get that. And then it's 2 years later.
Yeah.
Oh, I still have that. Right. Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know you can get something properly tailored and constantly change every month.
Mhm.
So that's great.
Well, I look forward to smelling what you guys have in stock and are shipping out shortly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.